Most people assume that you have to spend well over $500,000 to find real space, privacy, and peace near the coast. However, that's about to change here in Rockport. There's a new development quietly taking shape that provides oversized lots, fishable ponds, neighborhood amenities, and much more. Lucas Ranch is bringing a lifestyle to the Rockport area that most people didn't even know existed here. With half-acre home sites, fiber optic internet, and a setting surrounded by nature and wildlife, it's one of those rare communities that feels like country living, but with all the convenience close by. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down what makes Lucas Ranch one of a kind, who it's suited for, and why it's quickly becoming one of the most talked about new developments here in Rockport. Lucas Ranch is an exclusive new development in Rockport featuring 124 home sites ranging from 1/3 to half an acre, with one single 1.5 acre lot that's tucked away in the back. Now, this neighborhood is designed for people who want room to grow, room to breathe, and just a little bit more privacy than what you typically find here in the coastal communities. For the 1/3 acre lots, there's a minimum of building a 1,600 square foot home, and for the half acre lots, the minimum jumps to 2,000 square feet. Now, homes need to stay consistent with the neighborhood style, so you're not going to find anything out of place or over the top. No lime green, Pepto pink, or extreme design choices. Anderson Construction is the only approved builder at this time, ensuring that all the homes meet the community standards for quality and appearance. Now, the majority of the lots overlook one of the 5 scenic ponds, giving homeowners peaceful views and the opportunity to actually fish or enjoy the wildlife right from their backyard. You're going to often spot deer, coyotes, and sometimes a black buck wandering through the area, which gives the whole community a peaceful country feel. You're going to also see ducks in the ponds and doves flying overhead, adding to that quiet, natural setting that makes Lucas Ranch feel so different from a typical neighborhood. And hey, real quick, I'm Lezli Milner, and I post weekly videos about life here in Corpus Christi and the surrounding areas, giving you a real look at the communities, the market, and what it's like to live along the Texas coast. So if you want to stay up to date and be the first to know what's happening here, make sure to subscribe and tap that little bell so that way you can be notified anytime I release a new video. Now, one thing that's very convenient is that every home site here is fully equipped with underground electric, city water and sewer, and AT&T fiber optic internet. It's something that you don't often see in the Rockport developments. And the roads wind through the neighborhood, giving it a relaxed rural feel, but you're still just minutes from Rockport Beach, historic downtown, and Fulton Pier. It's also a quick drive to Aransas Pass, Portland, and even Corpus Christi, so you're never too far from anything you need. And Lucas Ranch, like I mentioned, is being built exclusively by Anderson Construction, who is a local builder known for their quality work and their attention to detail. They're offering both spec and custom homes with 7 floor plans available right now and more on the way. Homes here start around $365,000, and depending on the floor plan and the size, it comes out to roughly $235 to $245 per square foot, which is a fair value considering the lot sizes and everything included. And the builder does a lot to make sure each home feels established from day one, every property comes with a full 18-wheeler load of Bermuda grass, which is 18 pallets, covering the entire front yard and a good portion of the backyard depending on your lot size. Now, landscaping is also done before you move in, so that way you don't have to worry about the bare dirt or the construction debris. And one of the big things that does stand out here is that they elevate the homes over 8 feet, getting them out of the flood zone, saving homeowners quite a bit on flood insurance. The AC systems are also mounted on raised platforms, which helps extend their lifespan, keeping sand away from the base and makes it easier to clean and maintain. Even small details like that show how much thought goes into each build. Every home features large porches, both front and back, making them perfect for sitting outside and enjoying the views or evening breeze. And the homeowners can also irrigate from the ponds, and the developers are even exploring the option of drilling wells for the lots that don't back up to the water. There's also been talk about adding a boat storage for the residents and potentially a 55 and over section right here in the front part of the community. Now, a couple things to note though, the fencing is the homeowner's responsibility, and depending on the size and the style, most homeowners have spent around $10,000, but that can also be worked into the overall deal. There are also fencing restrictions that are designed to preserve the open views throughout the neighborhood. The back portion of each yard must have an open style fence like iron or wire paneling rather than a full privacy fence. This is because it keeps the sight lines clear around the ponds and helps maintain that open, breezy feel. Another small thing is that the driveways come standard at about 25 feet, and due to the larger lots that typically won't connect from the street to your garage, and if you want to extend it all the way to the street, you're going to need to have that added during the build, which is a worthwhile upgrade. And if you choose not to upgrade, you will have rock from the street to your driveway, which can make keeping the weeds down and mowing difficult. Overall, these are minor trade-offs compared to the value you're getting here. For a starting price around $365,000, Lucas Ranch offers the kind of build quality, lot size, and lifestyle that you'll typically find in communities well over the $500,000 mark. Right now, Lucas Ranch is still in the early stages of phase 1, with less than 10% of the neighborhood complete. Several homes are already finished and occupied, while others are under construction or about to break ground. There's also a model home open, so if you're thinking about building or you're just curious what the floor plans look like, you can go walk through it as well and get a feel for the quality and the layout. Be sure to let them know that I sent you if you go. And Anderson Construction, like I mentioned, is the builder that's behind Lucas Ranch. They have a strong system in place in order to ensure that these homes don't sit unfinished for long. They build everything from the ground up, not trucked in prefabs, and most homes are completed in about 3 to 5 months, depending on the weather, and that's very fast in comparison to other builders, but they are also organized and pay attention to detail. And as for what's coming next, the developers plan to add community amenities in the early spring, including a park area with a clubhouse and a 50 by 75 foot pool. They've also been open to feedback from locals and buyers. While I was meeting with them, I even mentioned the idea of a pickleball court, and while that's no guarantee, it's something that they are considering for future phases. And as I mentioned earlier, there's also potential for a dedicated 55 and over section toward the front of the neighborhood, and possibly even a private boat storage area right next to it for the residents. Lastly, there is no gated entrance at the moment. If the city takes over the roads, it will remain ungated, but if they are private roads, the developers may consider adding gated access. So even though Lucas Ranch is still developing, you can already see the vision coming together, and honestly, now is the best time to get in early while prices are still competitive and lot availability is wide open. Lucas Ranch sits in a prime location. You're just less than 10 minutes from Rockport Beach, historic downtown, and Fulton Pier, so all the restaurants, shopping, and local events are still just a short drive away. And when it comes to everyday convenience, you're also close to everything you need. HEB is about 10 minutes from the neighborhood, and there's a 24/7 emergency room nearby off of Pearl Street. And for more extensive medical care, the main hospital on Shoreline Drive in Corpus is about a 35-minute drive. There's also a local vet less than 5 minutes away, which is great for anyone moving in with pets. Now, even though Lucas Ranch feels quiet and tucked away, it is centrally located with quick access to major routes. You can easily get to Aransas Pass, Portland, Sinton, or even Corpus without the heavy traffic you're going to find in larger cities, keeping you close to everything you need for work, school, or weekend plans. Lucas Ranch offers a lifestyle that's hard to find anywhere else in Rockport. With large home sites, many half an acre or more, you have space for privacy, room to add a workshop, or just enjoy the open air. And most of the lots back up to one of the 5 fishable ponds, and because the HOA owns about a 20 to 25 foot strip of land around each one, every resident has access to fish from all of them, not just the one behind their property. Now, all you have to do is walk along the drainage ditches to access ponds that you don't live on. As I mentioned earlier, you're gonna often spot white-tailed deer, coyotes, and sometimes a black buck wandering through the area, which gives the whole community a peaceful country feel. You're gonna also see ducks in the ponds and doves flying overhead, adding to that quiet, natural setting that makes Lucas Ranch feel so different from a typical neighborhood. And the backside of Lucas Ranch borders a Spanish land grant property that's protected from future development, so you don't have to worry about anything being built behind you. And that sense of privacy and open space is something that will always stay intact. The layout of the community and the larger lot sizes make it a great fit for a wide range of people, from families and retirees to remote workers or anyone wanting to be near the coast without the dense neighborhood feel. It's also ideal for those who enjoy outdoor living, whether that's fishing in the ponds, watching wildlife from your porch, or simply having more space between you and your neighbors. Lucas Ranch blends that relaxed, rural atmosphere with all the conveniences of modern infrastructure, fiber optic internet, city water, and underground utilities, making it a rare combination of comfort, connection, and coastal charm. So that wraps up our look at Lucas Ranch here in Rockport. It's still early in the development, but that's exactly what makes this the right time to get in. As more homes go up and the amenities start to take shape, prices will only move upward, and the best lots are usually the first to go. And Lucas Ranch offers something truly unique for the area: large lots, quiet surroundings, fiber internet, and a lifestyle that blends country living with the convenience of being minutes from the coast. It's one of those communities that's only going to get better as it grows. Now, I'm not saying this neighborhood is the perfect fit for everyone, But if you've been waiting for the right opportunity to build near Rockport without the constant crowds or the coastal premiums, this might just be worth looking into. So if you'd like to see what's available or take a closer look at the model home here, feel free to reach out to me. You'll find my contact information below. And if you're not quite ready yet, that's okay too. I'll be sharing more updates as this development continues to grow. So make sure to subscribe, like this video, and tap that notification bell so that way you're the first to know what's coming next.